Greetings, community. It's Kevin of Venture Comics, and I'm here to bring you another episode of How Random Is That? Now, this is a show that's dependent upon you. I'm asking you, the viewing audience, to leave a comment at the end of each episode. In the comments below, I ask you to put a letter, a number, and a direction, front or back, to which the direction I'll be counting from. The book selected is decided upon by you, the viewing audience. Now, I will give you a breakdown of one, why I have that book, two, what I think of that book, and three, why I still have that book. But before I really get into the show, I want to acknowledge the individual that's here at the moment, which is Las Cruces. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, buddy. And you've been hanging out with me a lot today. Appreciate the company. And those of which that catch me on the rewind, I appreciate you cruising by. The show is a completely random show. Not only is it in the title, but I really have no idea when I'm going to do the show, what time I'm going to do the show, what day or anything. So being that it is a completely random show, I appreciate you dropping on by randomly and leaving a random like, subscribe, or comment from a letter, 2, a number, and 3, a direction. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't have a life today. All of a sudden, just had nothing but time. But hey, I appreciate you hanging out with me, buddy. Seriously. So let's start it off with Las Cruces, since you're here, let's start it off with you. Las Cruces and Mad Respect essentially had the same request. They both requested the letter H. Now, if I look, I got two boxes. So is it going to be H or H1? Which one would you want? Regular H or H1? And then I'll essentially pick both books from there because they are only 6 books apart. So Las Cruces, if you could, H1 it is. This one was very close by. All right, Las Cruces. So being that Mad Respect not only made his request first, but his number is earlier. It is 18 from the front, and yours is 24 from the front. I'm going to go to his first, if you don't mind. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have anything back there. All right, now. This is a spin-off from the original series, Something is Killing the Children. Why I bought this was pure spec. I'm not really reading Something is Killing the Children. I picked up the whole series from 1 through 9 when I bought a collection. I picked this up, like I stated before, pure out of spec, knowing that this was a spin-off and considering that it might do something as a book of its own. I just wanted to cover my bases. I haven't even read this thing in pure honesty, and it really doesn't mean much to me. Also, being that I have the book after was the one per store. I think it's a version of this is what it was. Anyways, I had to figure it out again. I don't really need this book. So, 1, why do I have it? I was pure spec. 2, what I think of it? I have no idea. I never read it. And 3, why do I still have it? I don't really necessarily need it. As a story in itself, meaning something is killing the children, it started out well. It seemed okay. Issue number 1 was kind of weird to me. And then everything it was kind of hit and miss. There was things that were kind of cool about it, but it just really didn't sink in. So, yeah, hey, I appreciate it, mad respect for your contribution. And I hope you watch this on the rewind. So that was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, You're not going to believe this. This is going to be an easy one. Yeah, same issue. You can tell I went a little nuts. All this is I bought 2 blank issues of this. So number 23 was another blank. So I ended up buying these blanks, and only in recent have I been finally getting some work done. I got a little bit done with Tony Fleeks. Hopefully I can get some more stuff done with Tony tomorrow. I was trying to get some work done with Danny Mickey, but he was so busy. And now that I see there's going to be a book coming out, I think it's an independent. I got to relook at it because it just dropped for the solicits for April, meaning it will be released in June. That artist that I really like that has really not been in the mainstream, Chris Johnson, he looks like he's in that book. So I'm hoping that he not only does a signing event, but I'm looking forward to try to get some work done by him. He did a sketch of Usagi Yojimbo that's just phenomenal. And I really look forward to try to get some more work done by him. And he's local. So hey, thank you. I appreciate Las Cruces. Don't need this one. All right. Go ahead and put the stuff back. All right, the next on the list is we are all done with the H's. Is Two Gun Pedro ask for V42 front. He's local. Well, I'm not necessarily saying crazy. Well, he might be a little crazy, but he's within the vicinity is really what I meant to say. All right, Las Cruces. The next request was for a V. I do believe I have 3. I have V, I think it's V, V1, V2, and V3. So I got 4 boxes of V. If you could choose 1 through 4, I'd appreciate that. And it's number 24 and from the front. No, that's incorrect. That is number 42 and from the front. I got a little dyslexic on there. So Two Gun, thank you for your contribution. And Las Cruces, 3. Thank you, because 3 is right up front. All right. So he said 42, huh? I almost did that dyslexic thing again. Yeah. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 3, 5, 42. Right? Yeah. We are. Fucking great book. All right, now. This was the store exclusive that I just freaking had to have. It's Danny Nakayama. This was a 2022 Lethal Protector cover. And I just freaking had to have it. I mean, I think I overpaid by the standards in which it's going for today. At the same point, I'm good. I got mine. And I just look at that. That is so freaking cover. It's so freaking cool cover. It's a throwback of the Venom that I know from the 90s. You know, just the brains, the whole. Yeah, it's to me, everything just reeks of throwback, and I love it. So why do I have this book? I just freaking had to have it. What do I think of it? Well, the story is cool. Story was actually rather decent, if I recall. It wasn't anything that I was thinking bad. It wasn't anything that, in my mind, it was overly memorable about it. At the same point, there was nothing so memorable that I disliked it so that I remembered that either. It was actually an okay story. So, yeah. And why do I keep it? Fucking look at that cover. Hell to the yeah. So, hey, Two Gun, thank you. And Las Cruces, I appreciate you playing along. Let's go ahead and toss that one back. Moving right along, we have G-Man. Now, he decided to go ahead and give me a bunch. And I am not going to go doing all the requests that he did. I apologize, G-Man. However, I will do Z22. Now, I'll leave that one up to Las Cruces. So are we going to count from the front or back as I get that box? Yeah. Back. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is right here. 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, now Z, unfortunately, I have only one book. Now, when I count back all the way to 22, I have goes into the Y's. So, G-Man, I am so sorry that I don't have 22. I counted and I looked at everything in between. I have one book in the Z's. So, that book is this. It's a free comic book day book back in 2020 called Zoo Patrol Squad. And it's cute as hell. I gave away all my copies during 2020's Halloween. I always, even like with this free comic book day, I went to one shop. I gave them, I think it's like $50 to buy every issue of the free comic book days to cover the whole gambit. And then whatever extras they have at the end that they're willing to give away of the all ages, nothing that's in demand or anything like that they would give them to me. Though I can in turn give them away on Halloween. So this is one of those type of books that I did that with. This is my last copy. It's cute. And no, I'm not giving it away. It's mine. So, hey, G-Man, I thank you for your contribution. I apologize that I don't have more than one on the Z. Z and Q is like so obscure as far as people having that many in their you know what I mean? So, hey, thanks. And I got one more to do. I just realized that thing's damaged slightly in the back. It's a good thing I got a good box. That's what he said to her. Wait, yeah. She said, yeah. Anyways, Legion of Comics asked for K17 and From the Middle. Now, I have no idea what considered the middle. I guess I would have to count every book, divide that in half, and then start from there, because which direction am I still counting from? Front or back? So we're going to scratch that. We're going to let Las Cruces go ahead and choose 17. Now, is that from the, not a middle, from the front or the back? And then HIJK. I got two boxes. So is that going to be one or two? So front or back, or one and two? Yeah. Front. In box one or two? One. Thank you, buddy. Dude, really appreciate you. Here's K1. A lot easier to climb than K2. I'm just saying. And we're going to count from the front 17. 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. And there we are. Wow. Wow. All right. This is a book written by Mr. Rodney Barnes and art done by Jason Sean Alexander. This is a book that is really, really intriguing, in my opinion. It ties in elements of history. You get all your classic monsters that are slowly creeping in there. I said classic monsters and creep. And this book in particular was during a COVID time. So it is a book that's considered rather rare in the printing of this duration of this time, because of the inability for shops to be able to move books. Many shops didn't actually order the books, even though there were individuals that were looking for certain books and titles. This was one of those books, and during of that time, in which that it was very difficult to obtain. So this is considered, if I recall, one of those COVID books. Uh, Sought after, one, because of the rarity, and two, for the obviousness, in my opinion, because of the story. Now, why I bought this book is this is a great story, in my opinion. Rodney is a lover of not only comics, he is an individual who knows how to properly write for storyboarding, knows how to um, take a medium, meaning a story that's from either a novel or a comic or what have you, and he knows how to convert that to what other medium has to go to, meaning a radio, a podcast, even, if he even has to do a film or TV. He knows how to storyboard these things. He knows how to properly change the medium to other mediums for its ability to be able to translate it properly, and he does wonders when it comes to writing for comics. And the work that he does with Jason Shawn, being that they are live so close together and they're able to bounce off information off so close to once. Let me start over. Being that one another live so close, it's so easy for Rodney to bounce information off of Shawn and get almost instantaneous feedback. And with that kind of relationship between writer and artist, it translates to the actual story. And that is, in my opinion, is why they've been working together so long throughout the duration of this whole time period that they've been doing the series. It definitely comes across. And that's all the books in today's episode. That was Mad Respects. Thank you very much for your contribution. To Gun Pedro, I appreciate you and your contribution. G-Man for throwing out more than one contribution, but I only picked one. And Legion of Comics for your K17 count from the middle. And without Las Cruces helping me out with all this, I would have probably been essentially lost. And appreciate you being here, buddy. Las Cruces, thank you very much for your contribution, not only for leaving comments below so I can pick something, but at the same point, being able to allow me to get through these books, be able to break down the books, be able to pick the boxes that I was choosing from, and from the direction in which that I was counting. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you greatly. And that's it for me. That should be. Everyone stay well. Until next time. Bye.